Few people know that just a few years before the iconic S1000R appeared, the only and main weapon in the world of motorsport was a model built around the signature Boxer engine, the most powerful Boxer engine in history. Conceptually, its roots go back to the distant 90s when BMW was trying to revive the former glory of the Boxer on the World Superbike stage. You know why you are here, because this is the most exclusive, unique, rare, and iconic sports motorcycle from the Bavarian manufacturer. It is officially considered that the HP2 Sport model is a logical continuation of the successful R1200S model. And at first glance, this is indeed the case, as its main components and dimensions are the same. But the heads of the HP2 Sport already feature 2 camshafts each, and it is actually built on the base of a racing motorcycle that participated in the 24-hour endurance race at Le Mans in 2007. But another important point. True enthusiasts know that BMW was developing a high-performance racing motorcycle based on a Boxer engine back in the 90s for participation in the World Superbike. And it seems that the idea of reviving the iconic Boxer engine dates back to those times, a time when the company, after a 15-year hiatus, tried to restore the former glory of Boxer engines. You will be able to understand why I think this way by watching a separate video dedicated to BMW's unique development. In the meantime, we will try to find out if the company accomplished this task with the HP2 Sport. So, the HP2 Sport is built on the base of a 2007 endurance racing motorcycle from the factory team BMW Motorrad. The only difference is the presence of a catalytic converter and the absence of 7 horsepower in the civilian motorcycle. But the street bike is even 3 kilograms lighter than the racing prototype, thanks to the absence of a heavier quick wheel change system and a smaller fuel tank. The endurance version was radically redesigned compared to the standard R1200S. The main difference, which was also carried over to the HP, was the new cylinder heads with dual overhead camshafts and 4 valves per cylinder. Thanks to this, the new Boxer engine truly loved high revs. Its power increased to an unprecedented 140 horsepower for such an engine, and the sound at high revs turned into a true melody for fans of Boxer BMW engines. And despite the fact that the Bavarian motorcycle still had on average 40 horsepower less than its competitors, in 2007, after a huge break from racing, the team performed quite well. A victory in the open class and a very respectable 16th place overall at the 30th Candy 24-hour race at Le Mans marked a grand return for BMW to competitions, after many years of absence. Throughout 2007, the team participated in 3 more endurance races with similarly good results. BMW decided to immortalize such significant events and the invaluable experience gained in the HP2 Sport model, which in essence would not just be an amalgamated racing replica, but would become a true tribute to the signature Boxer engine, a very unique machine. Thanks to the sharp design by young Swedish designer Ola Stenegard, the HP2 Sport maximally conveys the forms of its racing protege and has a truly exclusive look. The lightweight fairing is made entirely of carbon fiber. Let me remind you, it's 2008. It is as elegant as it can possibly be. It hides the most combat-ready Boxer engine in history. The canonical 2-cylinder Boxer has a displacement of 1170 cubic centimeters and an incredible peak power of 133 horsepower for this type of engine. Just a reminder that racer Ernst Henny had to resort to a turbocharger in his record-setting R37 just to touch the 100 horsepower mark. And here we have a naturally aspirated engine. It is evident that the new dual-cam cylinder heads played a significant role in this, which is a first in the history of BMW's Boxer engines. Large diameter valves are positioned at an 11-degree angle, promoting optimal swirl and improved combustion of the fuel mixture. Forged maul pistons and lightweight connecting rods, combined with carbon valve covers and air oil cooling, allowed the engine weight to be kept at 45 kilograms, which is much lighter than any liquid-cooled V-twin engine. The oil coolers are located in the nose section of the fairing. The exhaust goes under the engine to avoid reducing the already limited clearance in turns due to the engine layout. Additionally, the engine is well balanced in terms of vibrations, but the best in the history of the company, the Boxer engine also played the role of the main stressed element. Steel tubular subframes connect the engine with the front and rear suspension, which are also found only on BMW motorcycles. The rear subframe is a self-supporting component made entirely of carbon fiber. It weighs only 2 kilograms. The complex air duct system integrated into the subframe is designed to dissipate heat from the elegant muffler under the rear seat. It, in turn, perfectly complements the already fantastic appearance of the motorcycle, considering the unusual components on which this machine is built. The suspension of the motorcycle should also be considered unusual. Yes, it is common for BMW motorcycles, but you won't find it on any other sport bike. Of course, we're talking about the signature telelever paralever. The combination of telelever paralever gives the HP2 Sport an unprecedented level of comfort for a sport bike. The suspension components, the best on the market, include Marzocchi telescopic forks and a pair of adjustable alines made exclusively for this motorcycle. Contributing to comfort are also the fully adjustable footpegs and controls with eccentric mounts, plus the height-adjustable handlebars. The HP2 Sport is suitable for riders of absolutely any build. We will learn more about the behavior of the sport bike with such a suspension on the track a bit later. For now, it is worth mentioning once again the battle for weight in this Bavarian machine. Its dry weight is only 178 kilograms. The lightweight engine and chassis are complemented by ultralight PVM aluminum wheels with the same spoke pattern as the racing prototype. The brakes, Brembo monoblock, are installed on the telelever for the first time. ABS is also optionally available. The power is managed by a 6-speed Getrag transmission with higher gear ratios than the standard R1200S. And here, innovations are also present. The HP2 Sport is the world's first civilian motorcycle equipped with a quickshifter, allowing for upshifts without using the clutch or rolling off the throttle. The instrument panel on the motorcycle is designed in MotoGP style with the so-called 2D data collection feature. Simple and straightforward. The two main modes, road and race, are switched on the handlebar. The first mode displays parameters such as speed, engine RPM, time, and mileage. Second, it provides essential track information such as lap times, maximum speed achieved during the race, number of gear changes per lap, and similar data. All information is recorded and can be transferred to a PC through a special connector. Moreover, with the help of a computer, you can reconfigure the instrument panel itself, programming it to display the information you consider important. I repeat, it was the year 2008. Just think about the motorcycles from other companies that were being produced at that time. You are looking at an absolutely exotic motorcycle, exclusive and unusual. Yet it adheres to the brand's standards, made from the best components on the market, in many ways the first and only one. Only one important question remains: how does the motorcycle behave where it is supposed to be, at least occasionally, according to its creators on the racetrack? In fact, there are far fewer surprises here than in the motorcycle itself. Yes, the telelever and paralever impose some limitations when cornering at low speeds. It requires getting used to and understanding how it works, but all test riders unanimously claim that such a suspension handles well. At least, that's how it feels. It's no worse than the classic. This can be confirmed by the results in Le Mans and other competitions where the prototype of this motorcycle competed. Even such a suspension has its undeniable advantages. For example, the extremely stable braking allows for later and more confident deceleration. After all, the magic of the Bavarians keeps everything in shape at any speed and at any angle. A testament to how good the motorcycle really is can be seen in the fact that, for example, in England, at the time of its release, all 90 units were sold out through pre-orders. These motorcycles are rare, and there are few on the streets simply because that was the company's original intention. According to the head of development, the HP2 Sport was not meant to be on every corner. We wanted people to pay attention to it with its appearance. The HP2 Sport delighted fans around the world, allowing them to touch the racing history of BMW's Boxer engines. They say that their dream has come true, and anyone who gets behind its handlebars will instantly become a fan of Boxers. Although it may not compare to its liquid-cooled competitors, it is one of the coolest BMW motorcycles and definitely the best Boxer engine in history.